Okay, for today's video, we have a huge haul of Godzilla figures. This is just a bunch of random stuff that I picked up within like the past month, or since whenever the last video was. Ton of different stuff. We've got some movie monster figures, some Super 7 figures, some Playmates figures. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. Some like the Gashapon Mystery Bandai, whatever. I can't think of it. Another Gashapon high grade possibly line. Some of the mini metal figures. It's just a ton of random stuff. So yeah, really excited to get into all this because I do have some like the sealed mystery stuff that I haven't got to open yet. So really excited to see whatever's in there. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, the first two things we have are 100%, I believe, the two least interesting things we got. And that's the two die-cast figures, the Metalfigs, the Jada brand ones. And the reason I have Kong and Scar King here is Godzilla I got a while ago, actually. And then in one of the last videos I did, which was like over a month ago, actually, I did get Shimo. And Shimo was the one I was like wanting to get that I couldn't find in stores anywhere. And after I got Shimo, I was like, I might as well just complete the set now. And that's why I ended up getting Scar King and Kong. But yeah, I will mention though too, one thing that I don't have in this lot that I would have bought, the Crystal Mystery figures. I've not been looking for those as much as I was at one point, but I've been wanting to get some of the Series 2 ones because there were some cool figures. Like I think the Wart Dog or Wart Hog or the Wart Hound or whatever thing is in that. And I don't know if there's another figure of that creature, but I've not found the Series 2 ones in store yet. I do think they're a little overpriced, so honestly, might be a good thing if I never find them. But if I do find them, I probably will get them. But yeah, that's it for the first thing. Like I said, I already have the Shimo and Godzilla figures, so that's why I just ended up getting these two. They were only like $5-ish, so just to complete the set, I bought these two. Okay, one last thing though I did want to mention. Scar King, there's one thing I'm not for sure about this figure. I do remember this now. When I went in the store, some of the figures had like him turn, like his head this way, and some were like where he was looking forward. I'm not for sure which way it's actually supposed to be because it looks like there's a big enough spot where his head could possibly be supposed to be turned. But I think it would make more sense for his head to be facing forward. So I did buy one that looked like this. And like I said, I don't know which way it's supposed to really go or if a bunch of those had just popped out. But there were multiple in both positions of Scar King. So yeah. And also, if you're looking for these, at least around where I've been and where I've looked for these at the state I live in, which is Kentucky, and then I've looked for these at one point like some other states while I was going to Florida. I've looked in like Alabama when we were on our way. And Scar King and Kong seem to easily be the easiest two to find. Then Godzilla and Shimo definitely seems to be the hardest. I've only seen Shimo in a few different stores. Okay, now on to the next thing. One of the cooler things. There's a lot of cool stuff I will say in this lot, but this is definitely one of the coolest coming up. Okay, here it is. The Super 7 Megalon, the reaction, Toho Super 7 reaction, whatever, Megalon glow in the dark. Yeah. I've gotten a few Super 7 figures, and I really love them. And I decided to buy this one. I think this one was for the Godzilla Day exclusive, and they still had some up on stock. I got this like a month ago. I think I got it, yeah, at some point in September, and it's October now. But yeah, if they still have this in stock, I would definitely recommend checking it out. This is the first Megalon figure I've purchased, so it was really cool. And the glow in the dark is obviously really cool. And their packaging, I think, is always awesome. Even the regular line, I think, looks amazing, but this glow in the dark one looks so cool. And yeah, like I said, first Megalon figure I've ever bought. I still haven't even seen any of the movies with Megalon in it, but from the little bits of clips I've seen of Megalon, those movies seem to be some of the funnier Godzilla movies. So I think it's kind of just depends on your taste in those types of movies, but still, I think this figure looks so cool. And I will say, I could be wrong on this, but out of the Super 7 figures, this actually seems to be one of the bigger Super 7 reaction figures, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, this figure looks so awesome. The glow in the dark, so cool. I don't know how well you can see it, but the back of his shell looks so cool as well. Such a cool figure. We'll be keeping this in box, though. I know some people would like to see me unbox it or whatever, but personally, I think this box just looks so cool that I'm going to keep this sealed. This, I think, makes my 5th Toho reaction figure. I've been wanting to get another one for a while after getting the pinball ones, which looked awesome, and then the other two I got before that, which were the regular line. But I've been wanting to get some more of these. We'll say this series has some of the coolest figures in box looking that I think. They are a little expensive, I will say, but I do think they look so awesome that I think it's kind of worth it. Okay, about the Megalon 2, if I didn't mention this, I did order that straight from the Super 7 store. I think they had those up on the Godzilla store at one point, but I did order mine from the Super 7 store. But yeah, now let's move on to the next thing. This was from Box Lunch. This was kind of a surprise figure because I will say it's a Movie Monsters figure. Box Lunch, I do not remember ever having the Movie Monsters figures, or at least as long as I've been going in Box Lunches, which has been a few years. But they did have one here, and I remember seeing this one on my Box Lunches Instagram, but it was like a week or so before I went. And then I went to look online to see if they still had it in store. And I remember I could not find it. Either on Box Lunch's website, I couldn't find the listing for this figure, or it didn't say it was available in my store on the listing or on their website. Either one of the ways, I didn't think they had it at my store still. But I went in and they still had it, and it was such an awesome figure, which you all will be seeing. Destoroyah. I've actually lately become such a big Destoroyah fan. Especially over my vacation break. After playing Gigabash, which is such a fun game if you haven't played it, especially if you buy the Godzilla DLC. And if you're going to go ahead and buy Gigabash, we definitely recommend getting the Godzilla DLC. The first one for sure, and if you really love it, you could definitely always get the second one as well. But I always loved the Godzilla vs. Destoroyah movie. That was one I watched when I was little. So I've always loved that movie. I wasn't as crazy about Destoroyah at the time, but I've grown to really love Destoroyah, and he's become one of my favorite monsters. And especially, like I said, after playing that game, and he's become like one of my favorite monsters. I haven't played that game in so long, actually, now, though. But when I did play it, he was one of my main monsters I used, and this figure just looks so awesome. I know I've heard something online that Destoroyah in the Movie Monsters line, he's like been reproduced like once or twice, and he's been like slightly different color, I believe. Like one, he's like got a little bit more white on his legs or something, because according to like some of the listings I saw online, like one said like different color, but it's like not considered a different color variant, but like the paint's just a little different or whatever. But yeah, this figure looks so awesome. So happy that they had this in store, and I actually got a little bit of a discount on it. Trying to remember what for. I can't remember if it was either my birthday reward or just spending so much money in there, because I do buy a decent amount of stuff in Box Lunch, because I've bought like Funko Pops and stuff before. Kind of chilled on the Funko Pops a little bit, I will say, but I have had a lot of Box Lunch points, and between my birthday and just buying stuff, I ended up having a $5 reward. So, and these were only 20 in my Box Lunch, which is what they normally should sell for online, but when you don't have to pay shipping and it being a figure you want, I decided to get it, especially where I had that $5 rewards. But I will say my local mall actually has had Movie Monster figures, but they've been at FYE, and FYE just overprices them too bad. They're almost $40, and they almost always have a buy one, get one 50% off, but even with that, it's still not a good deal. So that's why I haven't ever bought them at my FYE. But like I said, I did decide to get one. This was the only one they had there, and like I said, so happy with it. This figure looks awesome. Really love Destoroyah. I always liked Destoroyah, but he's grown on me so much, especially lately. But yeah, that's it for him, and now we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, next, this thing was a complete shock. I did not expect to buy this, I didn't expect to find this. So this is the figure that came out from Godzilla vs. Kong, and this is obviously the Mechagodzilla figure. And I actually found this in store at Meijer. Very big surprise. I was in there, like, there's a Meijer really close to my college campus, and I was just in there, getting some stuff for the week of school, chocolate milk. I drink a ton of chocolate milk, I will say. But yeah, they had this, and I remember seeing a post on Instagram, like, a month or so ago, saying that, like, Walmarts and Targets were getting some of these, even though I thought this figure had been out of production for years. If I had to guess, there was probably some, like, sealed in some, like, storage place, and they just didn't realize they had it, and they've ended up just, shipping it out to their retailers. But whatever, this Playmates Mechagodzilla looks amazing. Like I said, I was not expecting to find this, especially not in Meijer, because I didn't see anybody posting about these in Meijer. But yeah, I was just flipping through the Godzilla section, because they had some of the newer figures like the Scar King and stuff, which I didn't really care for, because those are everywhere right now. But I saw this figure, and I really wanted it, because I think this is my first figure of the newer Mechagodzilla design. And personally, actually, I'm not crazy about this design. I actually like the older Mechagodzillas, like Kiryu, much better. But I still do like this, and was happy to get it, because it was like only $10. But yeah, really cool, like I said, to see this in store after, these style figures haven't been in store, or this specific figure hasn't been in store for years. So it was really cool to see in store. And like I said, I did get it for a really good price. It was like only like $10. So yeah, really cool figure. I mean, I don't think it sells for a ton, or like resold for a ton more, but especially after they found out that there was more available and people started buying them. but still super cool to get, especially in store. And this was the only one they had. It was also like the only older-ish Godzilla figure because, like I said, this figure came out like 3-ish years ago. But yeah, whatever. Still really cool, and was super happy to get this right now. I'll probably still keep this sealed. I mean, I know it's really like you touch it anyways, but I kind of just like this display. But yeah, now we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, next up we have another Movie Monsters figure from Box Lunch, actually. This time I went, they actually had 2 Movie Monsters figures. They had like the 62 Godzilla, and then they had what I got. I think I also got another $5 rewards this time. Or no, I didn't. Yeah, actually I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong on that. I think I unlocked the $5 rewards after buying this, is what I'm thinking of, actually. But yeah, this is a figure I've been wanting to get for so long. This, I think, sold out at one point, and they've recently started in restocking it, I believe. It's honestly probably going to be too big for the frame. But yeah, it's the Godzilla Movie Monsters King Ghidorah. One of my favorite all-time Godzilla monsters. Maybe my favorite. There's a few I really love. Like, I've gotten to where I really love Destoroyah, and he's probably my top 3 monsters right now. I really love Batra, even though I don't even have a Batra figure. I've just always really loved Batra. But King Ghidorah, always loved King Ghidorah. And out of the Monsterverse, at least, he's for sure my favorite. Him in King of the Monsters, oh my gosh, I just love him in King of the Monsters. He's so cool. That scene like where he's on the volcano and makes that like scream roar thing, so cool. I just love his design in there. I'm actually not crazy about the Movie Monsters figure, I will say, though. I don't know, his heads are kind of just a little off looking to me. I don't know. And I wish one thing that would have been really cool is if they would have done them in like 3 different poses instead of just, them all in the exact same pose, doing the exact same thing. Like, it would have been, I think, cooler if they would have been more spaced out, like maybe if these 2 heads, because they're all like just kind of clumped up in the same pose. But still, I think this is an awesome figure. For $20, you can't beat it. And like I said, this is one of my favorite monsters out of the whole Godzilla series, but especially in the Monsterverse. And one of my just favorite monsters in general. So I've wanted to get a figure of this Ghidorah representation for a while, and happy to finally get it. But yeah, this figure, oh my gosh, it is just so awesome. Love King Ghidorah, and the size of this figure is great as well. We'll compare it really quick to Destoroyah. Yeah, so it stands over Destoroyah. Yeah, so happy with this figure. Would definitely love to get some more Movie Monster figures, especially like Batra. Would love to get. But yeah, we'll move on to the next thing. But really happy with the Movie Monsters figures I've been getting at Box Lunch. So happy that Box Lunch has started carrying these in store because they are so cool, and it gives me something cool to look for at my mall. And the people in the store luckily have been telling me that these have actually been selling really well, and like they actually barely keep them in store, so which is actually a great thing. I mean, you might think that's a bad thing because they're harder to find, but the great thing is if people are buying them, they're going to start getting more. So it was actually really great. We've only got a few things left, but honestly, the last thing is the thing I might be the most excited to show. So yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, we've got this and then one more thing, which is the thing I'm really, really excited about. Not that I'm not excited about this, but yeah, this is the Godzilla 1954 Translucent Edition. This is for a part of a new line, I believe, that Target's carrying, which they had the other 2 figures. They had regular Godzilla 1954 and Mechagodzilla 1974, but I believe this is a new line just called the Godzilla Monster Series. And according to the stuff I've seen online, and I could be wrong about this, this is supposed to be like a new Target line that's supposed to be exactly like the movie, well, not exactly, but very similar to the Movie Monster series, but scaled down a little. Honestly, it doesn't seem that much smaller, but they're cheaper too. They're only like $10-ish when the average Movie Monster figure seems to sell for around 20, 25-ish, I would say. But these are only around like 10 to 12-ish. And yeah, seems really awesome. Really was happy to get one of these. Like I said, they're very similar to the Movie Monsters line, except a little smaller and maybe a little worse quality. Maybe, and I might be wrong about that, but still, this one was super cool. I think this is actually the first figure of Godzilla I've purchased that's specifically based on 1954, which is really cool. And especially now that I've got that Godzilla poster in my dorm, really wanted to get a figure of this version of Godzilla. And like I said, they had the regular 1954 and the 1974 Mechagodzilla, but I've decided to get this translucent edition one just because I did think it looked kind of cool. I'm not a big glitter fan, I will say, though, but this seems to be like more in the figure and less on the figure, so it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, with it being like a special edition, I'm a sucker for like special edition figures. But yeah, Really excited for this. Like I said, first 1954 figure I've gotten. First of this line, too, which seems to be a really cool line. I hope they make more of these because they're a really good price, and being at Target, they're pretty easy to get. I think there was something else I was going to say on this figure. But like I said, they had the full set of 3. Oh, this one was selling for a little bit more on eBay, too, which kind of influenced my reasoning to get this. But like I said, only a $10-ish figure. Thought it looked cool and decided to get it. Now, last up, the thing that I'm the most excited about, because this was the mystery thing, which I haven't been able to, which I didn't open yet. I technically could have opened them, obviously, but I did want to save it for the video. Okay, the last thing. When I was talking about Ghidorah, when I was saying I thought I might have spent $5 or got a $5 reward thing, I used the $5 rewards on this thing. So yeah, let's just pull them out. I'm so excited about these. I've been getting a decent amount of Godzilla mystery stuff lately. We got that mystery Funko Pop thing. Would love to get some more of those, but I just haven't seen them in store yet. I think I can still order them online pretty much, but I would like to find them in store. But yeah, it's the Godzilla, Gashapon, I think high grade figures. But yeah, these, I've seen these online on the Godzilla store for a while, available for pre-order, but I just haven't ordered anything that I've wanted to pre-order stuff with yet. But yeah, I'm so happy to get these. So they were only $7.90, and like I said, I had a $5 rewards already, so one I would have got for $3, but I thought, what would be the fun in getting one? So I just got 2. But yeah, I got these, let me see what day I got these. Well, I can remember, I think. So I got these, I think, so today's Sunday, or today's Saturday, but I got them Tuesday because we had our fall break this week. So yeah, I got these like Tuesday, I think, and wanted to open them there, but I didn't. The first one I picked up, I remember being the heavier one, and then I got a second one, which was the lighter feeling one. I'm going to open the lighter one first. Like I said, I've been wanting to open these for so long because I was so curious what I got. And I thought about buying these online, but they were up for pre-order. And then whenever I finally saw them in store and I already had like a $5 rewards, I was like, perfect. So I got them. Since this one feels so much lighter, because I remember I picked up this one and I was like, okay, well, yeah, we'll just pick it. We'll just buy the first one I grabbed. And then I was like, right before I paid, I just grabbed another one. Literally was like waiting behind somebody, and I was like, screw it, let's just grab another one. But yeah, so I got the second one, and it felt quite a bit lighter. So I'm assuming that this might be Little Godzilla, which would be cool actually because I don't have a Little Godzilla figure. But yeah, these are cool. They come in these like egg things, which I guess is like the Gashapon where they like drop out of those machines. They actually had one of these machines at another mall I went to, like around Christmas break last year. But theirs machines were down. Like the machines themselves weren't, but the machine to get the tokens was down, which was so disappointing because I really wanted to get something. They didn't have anything like Godzilla, but still. I like anime and stuff too, so like any of these like Japanese like cool mystery stuff I wanted to get. I think they had like some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff or something else that I would have wanted. JJK, really like JJK. Yeah, these things, oh my gosh, they are definitely sealed well in plastic. There's like, yeah, like 3 layers of plastic. I'm trying to like keep it away from you all so it doesn't sound as bad. Okay, yeah, I think we're on the last layer of plastic. Okay. Like I said, this one was the lighter of the 2, so I think this might be Little Godzilla. Okay, I don't even know how to open it. Oh, no, it's Megalon. Okay, so the other figure I got must be very heavy. Because like I said, this one felt kind of heavy, and it was Megalon. And Megalon is one of the lighter, or I mean, I thought would be one of the heavier figures, so. Yeah, so they come in this like egg thing, so that way obviously it's a surprise. Definitely going to keep these because I think they look really cool. We'll fix that later. But yeah, we'll set Megalon up, and I'm very curious to see who this other figure is because he felt quite a bit heavier. So, and Megalon, I mean, Megalon looks about the same size as maybe Ghidorah. So this might be Kiryu, which would be awesome, or Space Godzilla. Would love to get Space Godzilla because, you know, just a few videos ago, we did get this guy, which is awesome. Big Space Godzilla fan. Yeah, so, do we want to build this first? We've got to see who this is. So yeah, like I said, this one felt heavier, like quite a bit heavier, like so much that I actually felt that could have been Little Godzilla. So this, I assume, is one of the bigger figures, which I would assume is either Kiryu or Space Godzilla. Yeah, that's going to be my guess, is either Kiryu or Space Godzilla, but could be wrong. Biollante looks like could be on the heavier side. Maybe one of the Godzilla figures. There's a 94 Godzilla and an 89 Godzilla, so it could be one of those. Or maybe even Ghidorah. But I would be shocked if this is Little Godzilla. Okay. Oh, it's Space Godzilla, I think. I think it's Space Godzilla. Oh, wow, that's so fitting. Yeah, getting Space Godzilla and Little Godzilla is like so fitting. Oh, the plastic's like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, getting Little Godzilla, or I meant not Little, getting Space Godzilla and Megaguirah, because they are, I believe, from the same movie, obviously. Yeah, that's fitting. I mean, obviously, if you were going to get Space Godzilla, Little Godzilla would have made sense, because Little Godzilla literally has the... I don't know how well that's picking up, but Little Godzilla literally has the crystals as well. But Megaguirah's from that same movie. Godzilla 1994... That's right around when Space Godzilla came out, so that would have made sense too, but these two definitely made sense. We'll build Megaguirah first. I actually have some of these Gashapon figures that aren't the Godzilla line. I have some dinosaur ones. I believe they're Kyoto, that are literally sitting right beside me. Like the Kyoto Dino Tails that I bought from like eBay and stuff. I'll grab one right here. Yeah, so these are like some of the dinosaurs. I love these little Gashapon, Kyoto, whatever. These little mystery Japanese figures. I wish we had more stores like these. Because these are literally like those little gumball machine figures, but like so much better. So yeah, there's Megaguirah's top half. Megaguirah's arms. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the rest of this video is just going to be me building these. So if you don't want to see me building these, you're pretty much free to go, because that's pretty much all that's going to be left in this video. So if you're done watching, thank you all so much for watching. But yeah, we're going to be building Megaguirah and Space Godzilla for pretty much the rest of the video. Oops. I guess that angle's actually better for you all. Okay, that's part of Megaguirah, I guess. Oh, that might be Megaguirah's tail. Yeah, actually, I think this makes my second Megaguirah figure, because I have the older style Megaguirah figure from, what movie is, or from the, like, the Heisei, or from, not Heisei, this is the Heisei, the Showa era figure from the Toho Super 7 reaction line. Okay, so, yep, got that little thing, the base, obviously. Okay, so... Obviously, these two parts. Okay. Is this the tail? Yeah, I believe so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that... It was like finding like the little socket area. And once I kind of found it, it went easy. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, these look so awesome. Oh, guess I didn't get that part in as well as I thought I did. But yeah, these are so awesome. Kind of wish I bought more now. They're a little expensive seeming, because they're like, what, like around $8-ish. Yeah, $7.90. And the other fact that, like, obviously where they're mystery figures, there's a chance you could just get a bunch of duplicates if you bought a bunch. But they are so awesome. Like, if I could find like a set like that I'd 100% know I was just getting all the different ones, I'd buy it for sure. But I just don't know if there's any way you can do that. Okay. Definitely want to review some of these figures. Maybe not these specific ones, like these mini figures, but I've been wanting to review some Godzilla figures on this channel for a while and just haven't done it yet. Okay, there we go. I think we've got it now. So yeah, there we go. Megaguirah done. Yeah, I think we've got everything. Oh wait, okay, I think... Okay, I see how these work now. I think, at least. So it's... Is it this part? Or... Is it this? Diorama. I think it's this, actually. I can rotate it. This should be so much easier than it is for me. I mean, this isn't hard, but... Okay, there we go. Okay, that is so cool. Yeah, so there's Megalon. Now just got to do the same for Space Godzilla. Yeah, that is so cool how that like all works. Okay, so Space Godzilla. Like I said, Space Godzilla was kind of the one I was guessing. Oh, and I love Space Godzilla, so happy with Space Godzilla. Yeah, I guess we should get his like body out first. Okay, I think we've got his head out. No, Space Godzilla is so cool. I would love if Space Godzilla appeared in the Monsterverse. I'd love to see how they would design him. Yep, so there's Space Godzilla's little head. Yeah, Space Godzilla is one I've always really liked. I mean, how could you not like Space Godzilla? He's like Godzilla, but cooler. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people like regular Godzilla better. And I mean, not that I like... I don't know who I'd really... I mean, honestly, I might prefer Space Godzilla. Just, I really think he's like almost Godzilla, but almost just like cooler. I mean, that's like... I mean, obviously Godzilla is way more than like main character. I mean, Space Godzilla only really appears in one movie, but Space Godzilla is awesome. I mean, he's Godzilla, but you know, just adds stuff. And I personally really like the crystals. I think they look cool. Okay, mine appears to be a little warped, which I guess isn't too big of a deal. Okay, I mean, I was gonna say, how can they like prevent warping? They can't really. Okay, that should definitely get on there easier than what I just made it do. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try the other arm first. Okay, yeah, that one, well, that's still not on all the way though. Dang, okay. Okay, we're gonna try the legs first, actually. Oh, were these crystals part of his base? That's cool. So, yeah, those crystals, the base, and more crystals. Okay, let's set it up again. Should be a little easier this time since I know more what I'm doing. Y'all don't even see what I'm doing right now, I guess, but try. Okay, there we go. Okay, crystals go like these. Okay, we're gonna take this part off first. Okay, crystals there. Crystals there. Okay. Now we just gotta build Space Godzilla himself. Oh yeah, still got all this. Yeah, if you've made it this far, just watching me put this together, credits to you. Because honestly, I would probably have just skipped to see what it looked like through this part. Okay. One of Space Godzilla's legs. And the other. Now just his tail. His tail's in 2 pieces, actually. So he's got a pretty long tail. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to try to get these arms back in. Well, I guess we can do the head real quick. Honestly, probably... Okay, head on. Okay, arm 1. Okay, got it on. You just got to put a little bit more pressure than I'm thinking you should for a figure like this. Okay. Arm 2. Almost got it. Okay. Arms on. Now the legs. Oh, I think you're supposed to put this... Yeah, you've got to pretty much put this leg on first because it's the one with the thing. Dang, yeah, he's got some big legs. Okay, almost on. Okay. Yeah, I will say if you're looking for Space Godzilla specifically, which honestly Might would recommend because Might would, yeah. He is such a cool figure, in my opinion. And obviously such a cool monster. I mean, really, a lot like Godzilla, obviously. I mean, what, he's like mutated Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla's already mutated. Like, I don't even remember exactly how Space Godzilla is created, but whatever. He's so cool. Crystal dripped out Godzilla, I guess, is a good way to describe him. Okay, tail part 1. And I think Megagodzilla is actually the one who breaks his crystals, if I'm remembering right. It's been a while since I've watched this movie, actually. There we go. Okay, Space Godzilla is done. Oh, I love Space Godzilla. Okay, there they are. Yeah, these 2 figures look so cool. Dang, that actually took so much, like, little bit of pressure to get done, but so worth it. These figures look awesome. I mean, I think I got 2 of the better figures. I think, honestly, if I could have handpicked which ones I got, I probably would have picked Kiryu and Space Godzilla, so really happy we were able to get Space Godzilla. Honestly, it's a super cool set, though. Ghidorah, Little Godzilla, Megalon, Biollante, Godzilla 1994. Yeah, I think Godzilla 1994 would have been the one that would have went with these. Yeah, so you pretty much, that top 4, I believe, all pretty much go in this set. 94, Space Godzilla, Mogira, and Little Godzilla. And then Godzilla in 1989, I think is the first or one of the first Heisei movies. And then Kiryu, obviously, from the Millennium. And then Biollante, first one, I believe. And then Ghidorah. Really cool little set. Definitely would recommend. I think these are like some of the previous figures, and they kind of like made a set out of these. I could be wrong with that, but still. Or like these are the fourth set, whatever they are. Super cool set. Definitely would recommend checking these out. They're available at a lot of places. I think they were available on the Godzilla store. Then were available on Super 7's website. I mean, not Super 7, the Godzilla store website. Might still be there. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm out. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long one with this part, but yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.